For the last decade or so, there's been a long and dry spell in which the Arsenal Academy have failed to bring through quality first-team players. Besides Hector Bellerin, you have to go a long way back until you reach the likes of Jack Wilshere for the last time an Arsenal Academy graduate has broken into the first team. In recent years, however, it's been an entirely different story. With proper investment and management, the Arsenal Academy has developed and grown. The likes of Bukayo Saka, Reiss Nelson, Joe Willock, and Emil Smith-Rowe are just some of the notable talents who have now broken into the first team. With Per Mertesacker at the helm, the Academy continues to develop and evolve. In the next 5 years, there are many players who, if they continue to develop, are on their way to breaking into the first team. Here's my list of 5 Academy stars I believe will be future Arsenal players. Number 1, Charlie Patino. Charlie Patino is by far the most promising prospect the Arsenal Academy has had since the days of Jack Wilshere himself. Scouts describe the 17-year-old as a generational talent, with every chance of going the distance. Funnily enough, like Wilshere, Pantino started his career at the Luton Academy. He was first discovered by Arsenal scouts at the age of 11. They were in awe of his natural ability and instantly recruited the young Englishman to North London. Since then, Pantino has flown through the age groups at Arsenal. The central midfielder, who has a diamond of a left foot, has consistently dominated games at age group level, both at club and for England. Naturally, there are many comparisons to Jack Wilshere, but most scouts believe Pantino is more similar to Phil Foden in terms of his style of play. In addition, it is said that Mikel Arteta is a big fan of the youngster. Pantino trained with the first team as recently as September and was even included in Arsenal's latest Europa League squad. Although he's currently involved in the under-18 setup, a step up to under-23 level is anticipated by the end of the season. Remember his name, Pantino's time is soon. He is definitely one for the future. Number 2, Omari Hutchinson. Omari Hutchinson is a name you might have heard of before, especially on the YouTube platform. The youth prodigy first gained fame when he featured on a video by the F2 Freestylers. The video, that now has over 4 billion views, features a young Omari showcasing his unmatched freestyling ability. While the tricks and skills on YouTube are one thing, Hutchinson is now making waves in youth competitions with his unmatched skills and effortless dribbling. He's quietly established himself as a future Arsenal player. The 17-year-old has risen through the ranks at Arsenal and is now an established member of the under-18 side. Hutchinson, who's primarily an attacking midfielder or winger, has recorded 4 assists in 5 appearances this season. He is blessed with quick feet, while his low center of gravity allows him to squeeze through tight spaces and retain his balance when taking on opposition defenders. Hutchinson's dribbling ability was honed from his days playing cage football. The youngster comes from a similar background to that of Reiss Nelson and Jadon Sancho. He's very much part of the generation that began their careers playing on the street. Like Pantino, Hutchinson has also trained with the first team and was another player named to Arsenal's most recent Europa League squad. Whether it will be through YouTube or Arsenal, you will have heard of this kid's name. Mark my words, he's a future Arsenal player, one with all the tools to make it far. Number 3, Miguel Azeez. Miguel Azeez has been regarded as one of the next big things to come out of the Arsenal Academy for a while now. At just 17 years old, he even made the step up to under 23 level after impressing for the under 18 side. Azeez has been with Arsenal since the age of 5, and he made his under 18 debut at just 15 years of age. A central midfielder by trade, the youngster has even been compared to club legend Patrick Vieira for his qualities in the middle of the park. While this comparison should be taken with a grain of salt, there is no doubt that Azeez possesses the physical qualities to impose himself on games. Azeez specializes in winning back possession and creating turnovers in midfield. The youngster was also just called up to the England under-19 team. He has featured for England on various occasions at different age levels and is considered by many as an elite prospect at St. George's Park. With the Gunners lacking depth in midfield, this season could prove to be Azeez's breakthrough season. He featured in Arsenal's pre-season friendly against MK Dons and has trained with the first team on various occasions. Whether or not this is the year for Azeez, he has a bright future ahead of him, both for England and Arsenal. Number 4, Falerin Balagun. Following the departure of Sam Greenwood to Leeds United, Falerin Balagun has been the next Arsenal Academy ace to be linked with a move away from the Emirates. This does not come as a surprise either. A centre forward by trade, Balagun has made quite the mark at youth competitions with his lethal finishing ability. The striker has scored 33 goals in just 34 matches at under 18 level, and has replicated his performance at under 23 level, scoring 12 goals in 23 games last season. As a result, Balagun was linked with a move to the Bundesliga this summer. However, it seems as if both Mertesacker and Arteta were able to change the youngster's mind. Balagun has been very involved with the first team this season. While he's continued to make his mark at under 23 level, Balagun is the only player on this list to have already made his senior debut. The youngster made an appearance in Arsenal's Europa League game against Dundalk a few weeks ago. Hopefully this was just a start for the centre forward. With only Lacazette and Nketiah in front of him, there is a clear path for him to the first team. While he may have to apply his trade out on loan for a season or two, I have no doubt that Balagun is a future Arsenal player. If he stays, he can and will become a first team regular. Number 5, Zayn Mon Luis. Zayn Mon Luis was the third academy player listed in Arsenal's Europa League squad for their last game against Molde. While the rest of the players on the list play further forward, Mon Louise is a centre-back by trade. At just 17, he's already featured for Arsenal at both under 18 and under 23 level. Scouts rave about his physical attributes and technical ability. He's an extremely talented centre-back who is composed in possession. Throughout the last 2 years, Mon Louise has been selected ahead of many players who are older than him and has caught the eye with his displays. He made 12 appearances for Arsenal's under-18s last season, despite being a schoolboy. He also scored in 2 of those games, further enhancing his already impressive reputation. While it usually takes centre-backs longer to break through the ranks, Mon Louise is definitely one for the future. Arteta demands that his defenders are able to play out of the back, a quality that Mon Louise has naturally. Remember the name. At the rate he's progressed already, we could very well be seeing Mon Louise sooner rather than later. In recent years, we've been blessed with the performances of Bukayo Saka, Reece Nelson, and Joe Willock, players who are Arsenal through and through. To think that in 5 years' time, we could very well have another crop of even more talented academy graduates. While nothing is guaranteed in football, both Mertesacker and Arteta are the right men to help bring these players through. As many fans have already said this week, trust the process, which is applicable to both our academy and first team. Trust in Arteta, trust in Mertesacker, and trust in these young stars, the future of Arsenal Football Club.